I'm going to give you an example of how you might use something called the Dear Man skill in order to set up a situation where you could do a safety plan. Mom, I'm wondering if you could sit down with me for a few minutes. I have something important to tell you, and I'm a little nervous to tell you about it, but I feel okay in that what I'm going to tell you is something that is actually pretty common, and a lot of people have this experience. So I want to tell you about it, and I want to tell you how you can be helpful. If when I'm telling you about this, if you could stay calm and just stay as present with me as possible, that would be really helpful. So if you'd be willing to do that, I would really appreciate it. So before I tell you this, would you be willing to stay calm and take a listen, given that this is something that a lot of people have experienced? Okay, so that was me using the skill Dear Man to introduce to my mom that this was something I'd been through, and that there was something I wanted to tell them. In this case, I'm going to tell them that I'd had suicidal thoughts, and that I want them to respond in a certain way. So this Dear Man skill is about asking for what you want. And it's also for saying no, but it's about asking for what you want. So I described the situation, which was, I want to tell you about something. And it's actually a very common thing that people have. She's probably going, what are you talking about? But I started to set the stage. That's the D in describe. And then I expressed how I felt. I said, I feel kind of nervous telling you this, but I think it's important to tell you. So I expressed how I felt. That's the E in Dear Man. The A, I kind of said that halfway in the middle, and then I tacked it on at the end, but that was assert. That's where I asked her very directly how to respond. I said, can you not panic? Can you stay present? And then I also reinforced, which is where I said, if you would do that, I think this would go really well. If you do that, I would really appreciate it. So the reinforce is telling somebody why they should do something for you. So I did a dear in asking my mom to be open to hearing me and not panicking as I told her about suicidal thoughts and safety planning. Describe the situation, express how I felt about it, asked for what I wanted, and told her why that would be good. The Man in Dear Man is about really staying mindful, sticking to what it is that you want to convey, sticking to the facts, not getting really big, using fewer words, and being a broken record. If, for example, my mom got off course and was really upset, that's understandable, right? But I would stick to my guns. I would say, Mom, all I need you to do is just be present and not panic. It's going to be fine. And I would repeat that over and over again. And I would appear confident. That's the second letter in Man, appearing confident. I got this. Even if inside I'm like completely, my stomach is hurting, my arms are tight, my armpits are sweating, right? That is the appearing confident. And then there's a negotiate on the end. And in this case, that didn't really come up, but negotiating is if you're asking for something and the person says no, it's finding a medium, a happy medium. So that's Dear Man for having a conversation or opening up the floor to having a conversation about having had suicidal thoughts and trying to create a safety plan.